Hey green tippers. So today we're going to look at dahlias, pinching out and thinning out, both to accomplish the same purpose, to have a balanced dahlia with a balanced amount of foliage and flower. We're going to look at pinching out cafe au lait. We're going to look at thinning out edge of joy. And bonus round, last time I produced a video about a dahlia cutting, which was about a month ago, and we're going to have a look at how that's doing. So first of all, let's consider pinching out. So we have here Dahlia Cafe au lait. It's a beautiful dahlia, very upright, large blooms. But what can happen if you just leave it to its own devices? As you can see, it's just produced here 2 stems. So you end up with a very upright plant, and last year I had a problem with it actually flopping over, partly my fault because I didn't stake it. So what you need to do is pinch out. If we were growing dahlias for showing, what show growers would actually do is pinch out the side shoots, pinch out any secondary flowers, because they want to focus all the energy in the plant into producing one glorious flower. However, what we want is the opposite, because we don't want one big display, we want more smaller flowers. That's accomplished by pinching out the tip. The tip of the plant is producing a hormone which travels back down the plant and suppresses any axillary shoots, so you don't get any side growth. By removing the tip, that removes that suppressing effect of that hormone and allows these side shoots to then grow on. That produces a bushier plant, leads to more flower heads. You need to look to pinch out your dahlias when they're about 40 centimeters, or which would be between 15 and 16 inches tall. So this is about 30 inches already, but I'm going to pinch this out now because I want it to put its energy into producing side shoots. And what we're going to do, just use our secateurs. You could use your thumb and forefinger. It is a little bit fiddly, and I'm just removing the tip here. So we're going to get shoots growing from here and from further down, and possibly even from further down, and each of those will produce a flower. And we're just going to remove that tip. Our Dahlia Edge of Joy. So as you can see, this has a different habit. It's more bushy, and I've grown this many years. It is a really bushy plant, almost to the point that you lose the flowers in amongst all the foliage. So with this, what we're going to do is something slightly different. We want to reduce the number of shoots to between 5 and 7, because that way it focuses the energy into a fewer shoots, and then obviously you're going to get a balance between the foliage and the flowers. So you can see just how many tips there are on this. So what we're looking to do is to just thin it out to a few strong ones. So I'm going to take out these small ones here that are growing around the base, just giving them a gentle pull. If I wanted to, I could cut these tips off and use them for cuttings, but Edge of Joy, I've got loads of these, and it's really easy actually to just divide these rather than take cuttings, because the tubers just get really big and they just fall apart naturally. So there we have it, thinned out, which hopefully will lead to a more balanced plant. And then the big reveal, this is the dahlia cutting that I took about a month ago. I've had it indoors. I've had my my food bag, my secret method of keeping the humidity high. So I've had these indoors. It's as mentioned in the previous video, which I'll put a link to up here. It has put on top growth, so I know that these have successfully rooted. So let's have a look. I can see, I don't know if you can see, but there are some tiny roots, and in fact there's even some root growth on the surface. But if I just knock this out very gently, I don't know if you can see, but there is some root growth, but not enough yet just to transplant these. So I'm going to grow these on in the greenhouse. But I have practiced what I preached, which was to roll the bag down slowly to acclimatize these to the lower humidity of just normal environment. So I'm going to leave these in the greenhouse to grow on a little, and then they'll be big enough to pot on. If you've got any other comments about today's video or anything you'd like to share about growing dahlias, please put it in the comments below. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell to be notified when my next video is out. Thank you for listening to Green Tips Garden.